Nagaland, as you know, is the 16th state of the Indian Union, a state that was formed out of a political agreement between the Naga people and the government of India. Today, Nagaland has come a long way since 1963 when we got statehood. Over the past decades, we have had struggles, we've had challenges, but at the same time, the Naga people have contributed towards the nation building process. Today, we are in a new age, a new era, where we are trying our best to take Nagaland towards progress, to ensure equitable development across the state, and to create opportunities for our youngsters to achieve excellence in all the fields that they participate in. We all live in a technological age. Technology has changed the way human beings conduct our lives, not only every day, but every minute. Thanks to technology, our lives are much more comfortable. Thanks to technology, the challenges that a human being faces are overcome. The way we work, our healthcare, the way we conduct our lives, education, communication, connectivity, technology has had a transformative change for the human being. Thanks to a constellation of satellites that orbit the Earth in space, we are able to function like this and use devices like our smartphones. Human being has discovered how to transmit electricity in a wireless manner. That discovery is so exciting because tomorrow we will not have electric cables, power lines or hydro projects. We will have solar stations in space that transmit electricity wirelessly to every device that we use. The smartphone that you hold in your hand, the oven that runs in your kitchen, the car that runs on electricity will all be powered wirelessly from solar stations in space. The sending of the James Webb telescope into space has now made all of us understand and know how planets were formed millions of light years ago. Technology in 1969, when we sent 3 humans to moon, was hardly 5% of the technology that you and I have on our smartphones. It is said that the uneducated people of the 21st century are not those who cannot read and write, but the uneducated people of the 21st century are those who are unable to use the modern tools of technology. That is why governments, leaders, stakeholders, policymakers, policy implementers must use technology to the max. Not only to have better lives, but to ensure better mechanisms of delivery. We also live in interesting and exciting times. The northeastern region is in the middle of one of the most exciting times in history. Up above us is China on the north, the second largest national economy in the world, the second most populated country. To our west, mainland India, the most populated country in the world, 5th largest economy, a land of unlimited opportunities. Below us, in the south, Bangladesh, 2nd largest economy in South Asia, with a growth rate of 7%. Asia as a whole is the most populated continent on earth, 60% of the world's population, the largest economy on the planet as a continent. And on our east, the 10 countries of the ASEAN, 700 million people, 9% of the global GDP, and a life expectancy of 71 years. One of the most potential emerging markets as far as the economy of the new global order is concerned. The Trans-Asian Highway cuts through the heart of the Northeast, from Assam to Nagaland to Manipur and beyond. Myanmar, Vietnam, Laos. As we look east, it is not only the ASEAN countries, but even the Far East that is in our reach, the Korean Peninsula and Japan. These are exciting times for us because in the middle of this enormous global economy that is now centered in Asia lies the Northeast. 5,182 kilometers of international boundary with all these countries. Today, what used to be our weakness is today our strength, and that is geography. Geography has become our most powerful strength because our region, these states, is not only a zone for looking east, because everybody talks about looking east, but we are also a region for the east to look west. We are a gateway not only for the Indian subcontinent into the east, but we are also a gateway for the east to reach out to the west, the Indian subcontinent and beyond. The capitals of the Northeast, Agartala, Itanagar, Imphal, Guwahati, Kohima, these are no longer the last capitals of India, but we should now look at these capitals as the first cities of the country, because the dynamics are going to be this side. We from the Northeast, from the business and industrial community, must now understand these dynamics and take the narrative in this direction. The whole world is saying that this century is the Asian century. How exciting that you and I are going to grow old in the Asian century, and our children are going to grow up as players in the Asian century. This is our time. And the potentials that everybody talks about are enormous. You and I know what the potentials are. I don't have to dive deep into it and explain these potentials. But if you look at just one, two things, let's look at tourism. The snow peaks of Sikkim, the legends of the Brahmaputra and Ma Kamakya, the heritage and history of the Battle of Kohima, amazing Aizawl, the beauty of Loktak. These have the potential to bring the world to us. It is estimated that the Indian tourism industry in the next 5 years will spend $44 billion. By 2028, India is expected to have foreign arrivals to the tune of $58 billion. Just 1% of that is more than 3,000 crore, 3,387 to be precise. The Indian aviation industry, which is the third largest in the world, has placed bookings for more than 1,000 aircraft in the next 3 years. Companies in the service sector are going to build 500 new five-star hotels in India in the next 18 months. Just this sector alone needs lakhs of human resource for it to work. That human resource has to be provided by us. It is these dynamics that has the potential to change the economy of the Northeast. I now take the honor of officially closing the first Northeast Business Conclave. Here we go.